Hi, good evening. This is saima1shaikh's. I am making this YouTube video on Friday, October the 14th. It's 8:35 p.m. This video can be considered as I don't know, a breaking news video or a public service announcement video. I've been reviewing my YouTube videos that I started posting since last year, earlier this year. And I've noticed some of the videos are missing. One in particular about the royal wedding I did in April 2011. So I'm not really happy about where that video went. Obviously somebody hacked into my account and deleted it or copied it. One of the royal wedding video that was made on April 21st, 2011 is there, and so are the other two videos by my alter ego. But one particular video in which I was wearing a white t-shirt and a chiffon white wedding veil scarf, that one is gone. So I really am not happy about it, because YouTube has been a way that I shared a lot of my own personal thoughts unscripted, without makeup on, with anybody who would care to watch these videos. So I did not appreciate people interfering with my videos and actually stealing them or copying them or using it for purposes other than they were intended for. I will definitely speak to YouTube about this. So consider this breaking news. Also, I've noticed there have been some advertising changes in YouTube, which is kind of a turn off for me. But then since I don't own YouTube, so there's not much I'm going to do about it, other than perhaps I'll mention it to YouTube that this kind of new advertising format may ruin their image and will be a turn off to some of their regular contributors like myself, so they may lose them. But then who knows, maybe they'll attract new people that like those kind of advertisement. Also, an interesting thing happened. One of my past acquaintance friends, a guy named Max Murray, whom I had met in Peterborough, Ontario, more than 6 or 7 or 8 years ago, and he also had ran for public office. I actually came across his image on Facebook, so I asked him to be a friend, which a lot of people do, and of course he confirmed the friendship offer, but at the same time he decided to hack into my Facebook account and other email accounts associated with it, and altered photos that were posted on Facebook, and other videos that I'd made with the associated account. That also includes the YouTube videos, one of which I'm making right now, a new one. And so I was not impressed by that at all. I guess if it was intended as a helpful gesture to improve my photography work, because I know Max's wife is an excellent photographer, and if it was his way of helping me with that, or if it was his way of letting me know how accomplished he is with his computer skills, particularly computer hacking skills, I think it was a very bad move to do, because it just totally turned me off, and I regretted that. Why would I even bother wanting to renew acquaintanceship with someone who does not have good sense to know that it is illegal, impolite, inappropriate to hack into other people's email accounts, YouTube accounts, Facebook accounts, and also into other people's computers to alter their material, to steal their material, or to copy their material, or to delete their material. I did write back to Max about it, and I did thank him for letting me know, because at least Max took credit for his work, and let me know what he did, so it makes it easier for me to reprimand him personally. And if I can't get through to him personally, then contact the local police, and then they can explain it to Max that why it's illegal what he did, not to mention annoying, and not to mention waste of my time. So he will have to correct the alterations he made, and he will have to apologize and perhaps make amends. I haven't got that far because I haven't been feeling well, so I've been taking a lot of time to get some rest. But then again, mostly I don't feel well when I have to deal with a lot of idiots who are stupid and inappropriate, whether I meet them at work, whether I meet them at home, or whether I meet them when I'm shopping. And it's called stress. And a lot of these idiots who provoke that for other people, they do it deliberately. That it is their way of being violent and hurting someone. And they know it. They just think that perhaps the people they're subjecting this to don't know this. And so this is it. And also I did, Facebook is also going through a lot of changes right now. I think they're cooperating with the police in terms of allowing them access to their contributors or the people who are part of their accounts. They're also making structural changes in terms of new people hiring and what they think they're all about and how they want to grow and expand. So what that means is it wasn't easy for me to just simply block Max from future contact with me after I had already sent him an email that what he did was very inappropriate. And the reason I'm making such a big deal about it is because it is a big deal, because not only what he did was invading my personal privacy, but he's actually altered my intellectual property, which means that when I earn my living through writing or artwork or doing creative things, anybody who steals it or takes my work or alters it or uses it, they're actually stealing. And if they're not very familiar with copyright laws, they can of course definitely talk to a lawyer who deals with intellectual property and copyright issues. And this is an important reminder not only for Max Murray, but also for other people who had hacked in my account prior to that for the past number of years. And not only their computer hacking has been invasive, but it has been destructive. It's cost me a lot of money and time and lost income. I'm not sure if that was their intention. If it was, obviously they have succeeded. And if their intention was just simply snooping and just copying somebody's work without paying them for their work and effort and research, or without acknowledging what they're taking from them, then obviously they have succeeded in that too. But that's not to know that I wasn't aware of their stealing for the past 3 or 4 or 5 years. So that's all I'm going to say. My days on YouTube's may be numbered, because both YouTube's and Facebook have changed so much since I joined them that it's kind of a turn off for me in some way. So it may not be the mediums I'm interested in anymore, because if I just want to watch flaky kind of garbage videos, all I have to do is turn on TV to watch that. And if I want to watch too many of political lobbying or too much of political hoopla, all I have to do is go to my local MP or MPP's office, or pick up a newspaper, or visit their government websites for their messages. So what it started for me as a very legitimate personal way of sharing my thoughts and information with viewers, both on Facebook and YouTube, is turning into be a bit of a nightmare, which is not about communication, but it's more about a fad where people join groups because they want to be seen, or they want to think they're collecting people like tic-tac-toes or Pac-Man, which is kind of really disgusting. So that's about it. So there are a lot of social networking groups out there. Some are professional, some are personal, some are porn, some are dating. So there are all kinds out there. So both, so with Facebook, I thought it was a group, a way that I could keep in touch with some family members or distant relatives or friends or acquaintances or former classmates that who I don't normally speak to on the phone or in person meet them. It would be just a nice way of keeping in touch with them. But I didn't realize it was going to turn into a format where politicians want to come and talk and share how many people who are following them or how many people are part of them. And I thought that's why they have their offices, or that's why they have government websites where they're given space so their constituents can contact them if they feel the need to contact them via emails or web pages, etc. And when it comes to other groups who wants to do major lobbying and this and that, I thought there were other forms. But anyhow, it's very interesting. I don't own Facebook. It's Mark Zuckerberg who owns that, or perhaps that he might have expanded his ownership with other people now as if he's expanding. So maybe it's up to them to decide, not up to me. And they're not paying me to give them advice on how to run their business. So I can't tell them which direction they should take their own organization or not. And it's not like as if they have much control left over on it anyway. I think it has now turned into how can we make money out of what we have. So that's true, whether Mark Zuckerberg or whoever listens to this likes it or not. And as far as YouTube is concerned, I really think it's been a very useful medium for many years for many people to post their videos, and some I found incredibly helpful. But nonetheless, if YouTube wants to become more like Facebook, and Facebook wants to be more like YouTube, and then if Twitter wants to follow them, it's all really nice. But then to me again, personally, it'll be like a turn-off because it will be just one or two or three more competitive business, just like everything else, competing with each other to get a whole bunch of people contributing to them for free. They can make a profit off of it. That's all I have to say. Consider it a public service announcement. Consider it breaking news. Or consider it no news. That's about it. And here I should add, I was at the Toronto Police Services website looking up for some information, and I noticed Police Chief William Blair had posted a YouTube video about communicating with the public and fostering better communication. So I haven't had a chance to speak to him about it and see what kind of result it has, what kind of result it has created for the police force and for him in terms of improving communication between the police officers and police administration and the various member of the public population. That would include criminals, that would include police itself and various departments, and that would also include average citizens who may not be criminals. And so it'd be very interesting to know for me. I'll let you guys know if I find anything of interest through the media relations department next week or the week after or the week after. So here's my responsive YouTube video back to the people who like to use public forums to communicate, which is good. I think public forums are a useful way of communicating with people, but they should not take place of personal, regular, one-on-one communication, especially when sometimes that communication is much easier or better or efficient to do than to use public forums. But then again, sometimes I think there is a trend now among many people, including politicians and so-called friends who